Hello and welcome to the video lecture series brought to you by SID Interviews Institute of Technology and Management. And from the last lecture, we are actually discussing the topic called the heap sort. And in the last lecture, I have defined you how to change a complete binary tree into a max heap. And today, first, we are going to just revise that. I will show you the complete procedure of heapifying the particular complete binary tree, and after that we'll move on to heap sort. And I think once we have understood the notion of heapify, it won't be long that you will be able to grasp the concept of heap sort. So let's move on now. How to build a max heap? We have seen steps of building a max heap. How to build it? Now, to build a max heap from a tree, we can thus start heapifying each subtree from the bottom up and end up with a max heap after function is applied to all the elements including the root element. In the case of a complete tree, the first index of a non-leaf node is given by n by 2 minus 1. We have seen this formula earlier, and all other nodes after that are actually leaf nodes. And as we have discussed in the last lecture, that there is no need to actually apply the heapify function to the leaf nodes. So in a complete binary tree, all we have to do is apply the function of heapify to all the nodes which are not the leaf nodes starting from the bottom of the index. So what I am trying to say is, if this is a complete binary tree, all we have to do is to heapify it, to convert into a max heap, we have to first locate the last root node after which all the nodes are leaf nodes. So as you can see that after 9, after index 2, all the indexes are actually leaf nodes. So we'll start applying the heapify function first to this node, then decremented by 1 to this node, and we'll go up until we have reached or applied the heapify function to the root node itself. I think you have got the point now. So this is the array that we are provided with. This array actually, I have just shown you this array in the form of a complete binary tree. Let me again remind you that the complete heapify function can be applied to complete binary tree only. Okay. Now we'll start a for loop, and this for loop will start from the last node after which all the nodes are leaf. Okay. So that is given by n by 2 minus 1, and until we have reached the root node, which is signified by this, we'll go to each and every node and try to implement the heapify function. If that particular tree is already been heapified, then it will return, and if not, then it will convert that particular subtree into max heap. Okay, and we'll keep on decrementing the value of I. That means we'll be starting from the last greatest index node, after which all the nodes are leaf nodes, and will move towards the root itself. Okay, so as you can see, this array has actually 6 elements. So to find out the last node after which all the elements are actually leaf nodes, we have to just imply the formula, that is n by 2 minus 1. So 6 by 2 minus 1 is actually 2. So this second index actually signifies the node after which all the nodes are leaf nodes. So as you can see in this picture here, in the pictorial representation of this complete binary tree, after this second index, all the indexes are actually leaf nodes. So for loop will start applying the heapify function from this node, then keep on decrementing itself until it has reached the root node itself. So let's do that. We have already seen how to do the heapify function. So let me again recall that in the heapify function, what we are going to pass is the complete array, the number of elements in the array, and the node from which the root node at which you want to apply or the node on which you want to apply the heapify function. Okay. First, we have called the heapify function. In the first iteration, I has a value of 2. So array will be passed. Total number of elements are 6. And the index at which we want to apply the heapify function is 2. And there it is. So again, what will be done? The heapify function will call a function called largest, which will find out the largest of the parent and 2 children. Okay. And in this case, as you can see, the left hand side children is the largest one. If the largest is not equal to the parent or the I, as you can recall from the last lecture, then these will be swapped. Okay. So in this case, as 10 has a greater value than 9, so both of them will be swapped. And there you go. Now this particular subtree here, that is this 10 and 9 is heapified. Okay, so now the value of I will be decremented by 1 from 2. The I value will become 1 now. So we will apply the heapify function to this particular node now. So this particular subtree will be evaluated. As you can see, this has been already been heapified. So no need to do anything here. We'll move on and decrement the value of I again by 1, and we have reached at this point. So we'll try to heapify this particular subtree here. So the function largest will be called. It will figure out the index at which the largest value resides, which is 12. Now this index 1 is not, which is actually largest, is not equal to the initiating node, that is equal to 0. So both of elements of both will be swapped. Okay, as you can see, 12 and 1 will be swapped with each other. Okay, now because this one has 2 children here, and the recursive call to the heapify function will be made now, and this recursive call will again check if this particular subtree is heapified or not. If not, then again the heapified function will be applied to here, and if these 2 have children again, then again the recursive calls will be made until we have reached the leaf node. So as you can see here, this particular subtree is not a max heap now. So again, the largest value will be found out, which is actually 6. This value is not actually equal to the initial root value from where the heapified function is applied. So the values will be swapped. And now again it will be checked if this is a max heap or not. Yes, now this is a max heap, and we have reached the leaf nodes. So no further call to the, let's say, no further calls to the recursive heap function will be done. And in this way, this that array from the starting, which is a complete binary tree, is now converted to max heap. So this is a max heap now. Okay, so we start by heapifying the lowest smallest tree and gradually move up until we reach the root element. And if you have understood everything till here, congratulations, you are on your way to mastering the heap sort. Now you have noticed that if we heapify a particular binary tree, eventually the largest element reached to the top. Look at this particular tree. The largest number is actually the root. Okay, 12 is the largest number in this particular array or tree, and it has reached to the top. Okay, so all we have to do is, okay, you must correct this. I think 6 should be at 1 and 12 at the 0th index. You must correct this. It's not correct. Okay. So what if I remove this 12 from here and store it at the end of some array, and then heapify this again? Then again, due to heapifying, the largest value will come to the top, and then again I will drop it out and store at the next index in the array, and in that way this array will be arranged in descending order, in ascending order, which is actually sorted one. So that is the whole concept of heap sort. So how heap sort will work? Since the tree satisfies the max heap property, the largest item is stored at the root node itself. Okay. Now first we remove the root element and put at the end of the array. nth position, and put the last item of the tree at the vacant place. Okay. Now reduce the size of the heap by 1 and then heapify again. Now heapify the root element again so that we have highest element at the root. The process is repeated until all the items of the list are sorted. Okay. So let's move to the heap sort, and it was quite easy. It may seems not, but it is quite an easy algorithm. If unless until you have understood the meaning of heapify function, it's just remove the greatest element, that is root, from here, store it in a at the last place, and the last element will be stored at the first place, and then heapify again. That is it. Okay. Now this particular array, as we have done in the last part, is heapified, or let's say it is a max heap now. And if it is a max heap, then you know that the maximum element is at the top. So the first thing is we have to swap. Swap means the last element of the array, that is 9, will be swapped with 12. Okay. So there you go. 9 has swapped places with the root node. Let me again remind you, the last index, the last element of the array will be swapped. Last, not last index, last element. Okay. So 9 will be swapped with 12. Now 12 has, here I have shown it in red. Now the next, sorry. After swapping, next one is remove. Reduce the size of heap by 1. So by removing, I'm not saying that you should delete this here. All you have to do is just reduce the size of your heap. When you call a heapify function, let me remind you, you passed on the array. Okay? And while passing the array, you will pass this whole array, but the total number of element you will pass, that is, we have done 6 in the past, in this particular case, we will pass 5 this time. So we have reduced the total number of elements in the array. Okay. Now, by removing, I mean, I have not shown it here, but as you can see, I have changed the color of 12. It means it is not in the active array now. So total number of element in my array is 9, 6, 10, 5, 1, that is 5 only. So this blue colored area is my array now. This green colored area is not in my array. So when I call the heapify function, what I will pass is this complete array from 0 to 5, 12 including. But total number of element I will pass only 5. So it will count only up to 1. It has nothing to do with this 12. It will not heapify this 12. Okay. Now we have resulted with this. After removal, you can say your active array to be sorted till is now this. Now this is your, again, a complete binary tree, but it is not heapified now. It is not a max heap now because we have made some changes. So we'll call the heapify function. Now this heapify function will again put the highest element at the top of the root. So 10 has swapped the places with 9. Now again, we have to apply the function called swap. Now swap means the topmost element, which is 10 in this case, will replace its value or replace its value with 1, which is the last element of the array. Let me again remind you, this 4th index is the last element of the array now. 5th is not inside our let's say complete binary tree. It is not the member of tree now, but it is the member of array. Okay. Now the last element of the tree will be swapped with its root. So 10 has taken place of 1 and 1 has taken place of 10. Now again we have to remove it. Remove it means all we have to do is the number of elements to be passed from the array as the part of the tree is now 4 instead of 5. So this is your active array now. And again, this particular tree is not a max heap now, so we'll again apply the heapify method. The topmost, the highest element, which is 9, will take place of the root. that is here. Now the last element of the array, which is actually 5 in this case, will take place of root. Will take place of the root, and root will take place of this 5. Okay, so here we go. 9 has come here, and 5 has taken its place. Now again remove. It means the total number of elements in our tree are now 3 only. And again, this particular let's say complete binary tree is not max heap, so again we'll call the heapify function. The heapify function will place the maximum element at the top, at the root, which is done here. Now I have to remove this. Okay, or you can say it's going to swap its place from with the last element of the array, which is actually 1 now. So 6 will replace its value with 1, and 1 will replace its value with 6. And there it is. Now we'll remove this. By removing means the number of active elements in the complete binary tree is now 2. There you go. The blue one starts decreasing. The elements of colored as blue will start decreasing or keep on decreasing, and the elements in green keeps on increasing. It means our complete binary tree is decreasing and our sorted array is increasing in size. Okay, now we remain with this 2. Again the heapify function will be applied. 5 will go on the top, 1 will come down. Okay, now these 2 will exchange places, so 1 will again come down, although it has already been done here, but algorithm will not know. Okay, so after heapification, 5 will come to the top. So 5 will come to the top, and 1 will came down. Now the swap will be again called. This swap will change the places of the last element of the array, which is actually 1, with the root of the let's say tree, that is 1. Now only one element remains. This one element will be your first element. So in the end, you will be left with an array with no active elements of the tree, complete binary tree, but your complete array will be actually in the sorted condition. And then in this way, your heap sort actually sorted your array by using the heapify, swap, remove, and heapify function. So these 3 things will be applied in order, that is first swap, second remove, and third is heapify. Then again swap, remove, and heapify. And in that way your complete binary tree will be will be converted into an array which is actually in the sorted form. So this is all for your heap sort. Thank you.